of schools. In today's lesson, we are going to look into our roles in promoting safety in our community. Now, first of all, I would like to introduce myself to you. I am Chukwunenye Dike. We'll be discussing this in social studies. Right. Definition of, I want us to, at the end of this class, we'll be able to define what safety is all about, explain the need for safety measures in the home. Now, first of all, let's look at the definition of safety. What is safety? Now, safety is defined as our being free from danger, harm, risk, or injury. Again, safety involves our property being free from damage or theft. By theft, what we mean is stealing. Now, you see, sometimes people don't understand the importance of being safe and what safety is all about. And that will lead us into what we call the need for safety. Why must we safeguard ourselves? Why must we safeguard our property? Is it important? Is there any need for that? Yes. Now let's look at it. The need for safety. Now, number one need for safety we are going to consider is protection of life. Protection of life. Let me highlight them before I explain. Number two, protection of property. Number three, prevention of accidents. Number four, enjoyment of rights. Enjoyment of rights. Now let's look at them one after the other. Protection of life. You see, you can see that safety rules saves lives, especially children and the elderly in the society. The elderly in the society. You see, it's important that our children, our words are safe, their lives are safe at home. You understand? Very, very important. Even the elderly ones that is found in the society. Because there is no person, there is nobody that is not important. So they have to be safeguarded. Okay, now let me write it here. Protection of life. Protection of life. Okay. Safety rules. Safety rules saves lives. Saves lives, especially the what? The children and elderly in the society, especially children and elderly in the society. Then the next one, that's number 2, is protection of property. Protection of property. Now you can see that when adhering to safety rules ensures the protection of those valuables that cannot be replaced easily. You get what I'm saying? That cannot be what? Replaced easily. So it's important that our properties are safeguarded. It is important that we adhere to safety rules to ensure the protection of our properties, especially the valuable ones. Now let me put it here on the board for you. Okay, adhering to safety rules, ensures the protection of those valuables that are difficult to replace. Once they are protected, there's no problem. Okay, now the next one is prevention of accidents. Prevention of accidents. Now, what do we mean by that? Prevention of accidents, you can see that most of the times road users must obey the road safety rules, safety signs. You understand? And in order to prevent and be safe. Now, who are the road users? The pedestrians and people, those that use cars, moves on the road, big cars, small, big motor vehicle and small motor vehicle. So they must follow the safety rules. They must follow the traffic signs. You don't just cross the main road without looking sideways. You don't just drive your car along the road without looking through your glass mirror, to ensure that if there is any vehicle coming behind you, that you drive your own very okay and gently. And also any oncoming vehicle. You see some car users, some road users, most of the times you try to, because of trying to overtake a vehicle without seeing from afar if there is any oncoming vehicle, it leads to accidents. So it's important that we follow the safety rules. Okay, now let me put it here. Now, the prevention of accidents. Okay, road users must obey safety signs and rules. Safety signs and rules in order to prevent accidents and be safe. The next one, which is the fourth one, is enjoyment of rights. Enjoyment of rights. What do you mean there? You see, people need to obey safety rules in order to enjoy social, economic, and political rights. Now, what do we mean by social, economic, and political rights? You see, if you don't follow safety rules, now, for instance, you see, what is happening currently now, this COVID-19 pandemic, people are told now to stay safe, stay at home. You see, when you stay at home, you cannot move about again, and even moving about, you must observe what we call social distance. You don't have that social right again. You don't move, you don't go to church the way you're supposed to. You don't stay in the church as usual. You must give yourself distance of about 2 meters or 1.5 meters. You see, these are the social rights that are deprived from people as a result of this pandemic. Now, when it comes to economic rights, you don't move about again. You don't go to market. The market is not at the way it's supposed to be. You understand? Now, political rights and so on. So these are when you are safe, you can enjoy those things. But if you are not saved, you cannot enjoy them. So let me write it here now. Enjoyment of, now, people need to obey safety rules in order to enjoy social, economic, and political rights. Okay, now let's look at the safety measures in the home. What are the measures that we apply? What are the safety measures that we apply in the home to ensure safety? What are the measures? What are the things we apply? What are the procedures that we put in place to ensure that we are safe, even at home? All right, let's look at safety measures in the home. Safety measures in the home. Okay, now let's look at what home safety is. Home safety. We have to understand what home safety is before we go into that. Now we see that home safety is a kind of steps or measures taken to avoid risk, dangers in and around the home. You understand? The measures, the steps taken to avoid what? Risk, dangers, to avoid harm in, around a home, which may cause bodily harm or injury or even leads to death. You understand? To those living in the home. Now, let me write it. I say that home safety refers to steps taken to avoid risk, damage, or dangers, in and around home, which may cause bodily damage damage, risk, or even death in the home. Okay, even death to those living in the home. So we look at it as home safety, that steps that we have to take to ensure that we avoid those dangers, and which we are going to look at the measures we are going to take to avoid that. Okay, now, number one, we look at this as, sometimes in our homes, we don't know that there are certain things that we do. Now, if we don't do them, or certain things that if we don't do them, if we don't take steps, will cause problems to ourselves. Now, you look at the floors here. The floors must be cleaned and dried in order to avoid falls in the home. You understand? Once the tiles are mopped, once the tiles are cleaned, once the floors are kept clean and dried, you see, where children are running, because if the floors are okay, the sleeping will be avoided. You understand? So that is what we are trying to say here. So we can now look at it as, then the second one as number 2, all sharp objects must be kept away from the children. Children, they might handle some of the sharp objects like razor, scissors, sharp knife, and all that. So if those things are not kept away from them, they might wound themselves. Another one is, in the case of fire, you see, the fire extinguisher, in fact, you have to keep a fire extinguisher readily accessible. You understand? In the kitchen, around, strategic points in the home, so that not only placing them, and also children must be taught on how to handle the fire extinguisher in case of emergency. You understand? Then another one is medicines and harmful chemicals must be kept away from children. You understand? They must be kept away from the children. Then in the case of burglary, now always lock the entrance. Always lock the entrance of the door, the entrance, especially at night. And every time you leave the house, anytime you're leaving the house, ensure that the doors are well locked or closed. Okay, another one is avoid placing open flame. Avoid placing what? Open flame, especially the candle, near clothes or beds. You understand? Near any materials that can be, inflamed is very, very important. You understand? Like bed sheets, I've mentioned it, clothes, bed sheets, bedding, or anything that can, burn easily. Paper. So all these things must be kept away, must be put aside, put away from an open flame. Okay, let me just write them. These are the things that, the first one I say concerning the safety measures, number 1 is that the floors must be what? Well cleaned and dried. Must be well cleaned and dried. Then I said the second one is that all the sharp objects must be kept away from the children. You understand? It's very, very important. Then also the fire extinguisher that is used at home, especially around the kitchen, must be placed very well, and children must be taught on how to make use of them. Okay, that is where we are going to stop so far for the safety measures in the home. Maybe in our next class we consider safety measures in school or at schools, then around our environment. I say that in our next class we look at safety measures around our schools, around our environment, as well as our community. Alright, that is for now. I'm going to give you assignments, maybe which you are going to see very soon. Alright, thank you very much.